Okay, so I fucking did a live trade today. Hell yeah. I did a live trade. And it worked. Not great, but it worked. So the big thing is like, just the fear. I mean, that's my thing. Just the fear of trading with real money it's scary, and you gotta have confidence to be able to really fucking do it. Um, so, but today though, the news for the day. Let's see, it's the 30th. Yeah, this is the news for the day. So I waited 15 minutes after news, which is at 8 a.m. I wanted to trade right when news hit, but I've kind of been taught to not do that. So, and I've seen times where news drops, and then if you're in on the wrong position, then you'll get fucked. So I just avoided this, and then traded in between this news and this news, which I'm interested to see what happened at 9 a.m. I haven't even looked, because after I placed the trade, I just put the computer down. But, so, yeah, man, this is when news was at 8, and then this is the bar right here that I wanted to trade. And then I'll go back to the 5-minute. Because I think I was actually like bearish for the day, if I remember right. But you gotta move on your feet, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I thought we might come back down, but it doesn't matter too much as long as you're able to like recognize kind of what's going on. So this is the one. Oh, actually, liquidity. Let's see where that's at. So this blue London low, lots of liquidity here. As you can see, that's where the fucking crazy move happened today, where, this is that move where that's 3 months of rent or whatever. So liquidity here, and then I guess kind of here, like a little bit, obviously here and here, but that's really low. So we'll go back to the 1 minute. And discuss or describe why I took the trade. And I'm a pussy with live trading still. So this is me. I've put in hundreds of hours into studying the charts, like literally, bro, like hundreds of hours of like YouTube videos, studying the charts, just watching the charts for hours at a time, just to see how price moves and what candles. I'm trying to make it like second nature, like just, I want it to be natural at some point. And I feel like I'm just getting there more and more every day. But so I never trade until 7:45. So right here would have been a good one, but it didn't really hit this level of liquidity, so I just didn't do it, And then same here, I remember being kind of upset about this one because I was like, man, that would have been a buy. But then again, I'm looking for this bounce, not one like this. It needs to hit the level of liquidity, this is the London low right here. Oh, this is my little note. And this describes perfectly how I took the trade today and how I'm gonna really start, simplifying it for myself. So when you see a confirmation bar bounce off a prior high or low, enter the trade. It's not that easy. I mean, there's more to it, I guess, but that's like the thing that I'm trying to do. Just this part right here, just that. And then doji candles that, like, if you get a doji candle previous to the confirmation bar, then that's like, it's not guaranteed, but I mean, your chances are pretty fucking good. And then break of structure, which is just like trading 101, is another thing that I'm trying to look for. So break of structure would have been like this bar, because it broke this structure, which was uptrend, broke the structure down, then we went down. Same with here, broke the structure, broke the structure. So that's the gist of what I'm trying to do, and it's just about staying disciplined. So here's what I did though. Let me I'll point out exactly the bars where I placed the trades. So I shorted it at 8:19 Mountain Time because I live in Colorado. So I shorted it at 6,706.25 at basically 8:20. So where are we at? 8,706.25. So I caught literally the bottom of this bar here. So shit. Alright, so that's where I shorted it, meaning I was looking for it to go down. Now, it already did that like 3 times prior. But of course on the one that I entered in, it, bounced upwards off of this level of liquidity, which is the Asian low. I was prepared for that, and my stop loss would have been right above here. Particularly if there was like a closing bar above it, like this kind of thing here. But I just basically had to fucking hold my nuts and just kind of pray, because I would have lost like $250, $300 if I would have stopped out. Literally, maybe a point later. Luckily, it went down, and then once we started bouncing around here, I exited. I think it was around here, so I exited at 8:27 at 6,704.25. Yeah, so like right here, and that's it. That was my trade. So it was 2 points. But the thing that I'm doing is just working on trading live. So I did it. You know what I mean? And my strategy like technically worked, but like right here, this bounce upwards, buying in on this bar, going long, that would have been a crazy awesome move. There's a possibility that I would have shorted it here, which I would have felt fucked for a little second there, but then this happened. So, and I think this is when President Trump spoke, wasn't it? So I wouldn't have taken that trade anyways, because news. Yeah, you can tell market right here was just like, I don't know what to do. And then bada bing, bada boom. And then like, oh, but like to talk about the doji candles. So this is kind of one. It's basically where the wick is downward. So I think of these as like, this is the body of the rocket, the solid part of it. And then the wick is the flame. So it's like basically indicating it wants to go up. So I got the doji bar. This isn't really one, but kind of. This bar is like buy orders, meaning it wants to go up according to this bar. So I would have waited for this one to be like, all right, we're going up, and then I would have been like bet long. And that's kind of what I did here, except for this on this trade. This wasn't a doji candle, but whatever. That's the concept. Like that's what I'm gonna be trying to do all week, and I hope that I can keep replicating that and catch one of these fucking moves on the live account, or this move, or this move, or all these moves. I barely did anything. I didn't. Dude, 2 points is nothing, but it's $100 that I didn't have when I woke up this morning, so fuck it. And yeah, peace out.